Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. And another laminate sail is dead. Our Super J Top JT2, bellissimo, beautiful, giant, in Kevlar and carbon, died tonight. There is ready 2-3 small hole, some made by the rat from the place where we storage in Fiji for 1 year. They make it a small hole. The other one, because the sail is already dead, it's too old. Look like beautiful, like all laminate sail. They look like still good. Wow, we can use it, amazing.
We've not had a lot of luck with the old laminate racing sails
Finish.
that came with NV when we bought her.
This here, the middle stay sail, the button one, the one I cut with a nice shape. And this is the pack of leech I remove. We use it 3 days, 4 days. Look like perfect, beautiful. After 1 day, when we try to drop down because we're fishing one beautiful tuna, the material is so soft that explode and 3 buttons finish on the water and the sail destroyed in many threads of beautiful carbon. After, the nice jib for the head sail for the first day, cut from me, you remember on the video. Very nice, work, that one 1 month and a half, sailing nice. After, from the leech, start to crack the laminate and this thread of carbon, they come out a little bit. After now, it's still available, it's there. But when we drop down, there is the video with a piece of thread, they come out everywhere. There's another one going to die soon.
The loss of these 2 sails was particularly heartbreaking after the days Timo spent cutting, reshaping and restitching them to fit our new middle stay and the furlough on the front stay.
I try to de-stitch all leech, but at the moment I do the first 70 centimeters where I have to cut, and now the reinforce got to be very hard, but I have to do. Ciao. Okay, day 2. It's still a little bit raining. We try to cut the new leech and so wish more fast possible.
Correttezza degli appalti in tutti gli uffici del comune di Roma.
It's perfect.
Yeah!
Hooray!
We have a sail. I'm back.
Well done.
Well done. Plus, on the middle stay, when we destroyed that sail, we have a lucky to find one nice Kevlar sail. That Kevlar sail, I don't want to tell you the story because it's very tragic, but that sail destroyed with a big hole, but it's not his fault. And now tonight the JT2, beautiful sail, is the one I really dreamed to have in the first day, forever. In this boat one day I already understood we have one J-top on the first day. We want to have one middle stay with one very nice aggressive Yankee, and after the stay sail. That is the perfection, plus Genoa. And one nice square head main sail one day. And that's it. Good morning. Because we destroyed also one dacron stay sail, middle sail. When we oyster doing this crossing, we oyster 300 miles from Vanuatu. I oyster me, I don't see because it's protected from the stay sail. All sail lost the laugh. And now the sail is still good. It's only the laugh be a little bit rotten. But now we have one laugh we cut from the.
This is the luff from the sail of Mahili, isn't it? The jib they gave us.
And today we go to stitch and sewish all day. We prepare one middle stay because we need one sail for finish this 2,300 miles crossing. Ciao.
Hello there, welcome to Sailing NV. We're a sailing family pursuing an unconventional dream of sailing around the world in our recently converted Vendée Globe Open 66.
So our big genoa ripped finally.
So we've been going all night butterfly with the main and the staysail, and now we're going to put up our storm sail as some additional propulsion. We reckon maybe tomorrow afternoon we'll be in kind of the middle of or just entering the more narrow part of the Torres Strait. And now let's hoist this sail.
With us for this passage, we had brave crew members Stefan from the Netherlands and Nico from Portugal, for both of whom this was pretty much their first ever sailing experience. Then there was our wild Frenchman Francoise and our chief engineer Guido, who luckily for all of us would often while away his time in the galley, cooking up a storm.
Something. This is what it's come to.
Eh?
This is what it's come to. We could hang your underwear up there next, I think.
So it was time to get to work to repair this middle staysail.
Preparing to patch or fix our staysail. You want to cut sections of these and attach them onto the broken luff so that they're it's like a hang-on sail but with just sections of luff.
Right.
We often collect things that others are throwing away. One example is this luff, which is from another sail given to us by our friends on a boat called Mahili.
Jennifer and Mike Goff, this is a sail from their boat. We kept the luff, so thanks guys.
Which we're going to use to repair our dacron middle staysail, whose luff ripped as we were hoisting it on day 1 of this passage.
Oh yeah, Timo, it's not in the tough luff! You have to drop it down.
Our plan was to cut sections of this luff and stitch them onto the sail in intervals, which would be quicker than stitching on a whole new luff, and we didn't have much time as we wanted it ready for the Torres Strait, which we'd reach in the next day or two. This sail itself had also been something that someone else was throwing away, that we'd recovered.
Oh, what happened? Solo wheel on the sail! Oh, solo! Solo! You're in the way!
Where's the monkey anymore? You put some little, you fruit is ready.
It's Tuesday morning, so by tomorrow afternoon we'll have been gone a week.
Conditions had calmed a lot since the first few days of the passage, but there was still a decent ocean swell.
Well, it's hard to get a sense of how big the waves are.
It's impossible. It's never giving a real sense.
Where are we? Near to Shark Tooth Reef. And then after Shark Tooth Reef we've got
Cazzo, it's not
Boot
nice,
reef.
the Shark Tooth Reef.
what? Can you read from your bed?
I can read the wind instruments. First time in days.
What
And it's cool because we don't see anything on the instruments,
Yeah.
but we see everything on the Pitufino,
Wow.
as it's supposed to be. Which is one of the reasons why we bought it.
We want to quickly say a few more words about this really cool piece of kit. It's called Pitufino and made by a fellow sailor and friend of ours, Chris.
This week we have to say thank you to Chris, our good friend, sailor,
invent this app and hardware for
hardware. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
hardware.
Yeah.
Hardware. He built one system composed between the hardware and the software for read all data of your instrument of board. And
Instrument of board? On board?
on board.
Pitufino is a simple multiplexer. Multiplexer can get all inputs and stream them in different outputs, especially via Wi-Fi, so that we can read from wireless devices. We get all data from all the instruments, and we can stream them in one only screen. And the cool thing is that the hardware comes together with this web app. It's not an app; it's a web page, so you can always use it without needing any data. So when you're out at sea, you just load the web page on your devices, and you see all data. You have this page, as already said, is customizable, and it has some very interesting features that other devices don't really have, like the list of AIS targets that now is flashing, for example, because we have a dangerous close target. So we have the list here always showing who is nearby.
But we don't care because sailingnv is in a Kevlar and carbon fiber. We can pass inside to the dangerous.
Other interesting features, you always have your position. So whenever you need your position, you just have a button ready to go. You have a log of the data in the last 24 or 1 hour or different hours. You can save all data. It can connect to your autopilot, which is also something super cool. You can use the devices as a remote controller and change the options, the setting on your autopilot instead of going on the display, which is something super relevant because autopilot remotes, they cost a lot of money. If you have a spare phone, or if your phone is decently water resistant, you can stay in the cockpit and use it as a remote control for the navigation, for the autopilot.
And if it's not waterproof, you can stay in your bed and use it.
You can stay in your bed and change the
And you
course
can
from
follow
your
the
bed.
boat from your toilet.
Exactly.
I think it's really great for two main reasons. One, Chris is one sailor like us. He made something very helpful for yacht sailing around the world, and the price is quite cheap for rapport to the other similar software and hardware there is on the market, and for the characteristic to how can be modified and adjust is unique. We are very happy. We suggest to you to watch from the link in our video the website of Pitufino. Pitufino is great stuff.
Whilst on the topic of technology, we wanted to add that we've had a subscription with Predict Wind for weather data for this trip, which we were able to download using our Iridium Go.
And it's been amazing for the first time to be able to download, up-to-date weather forecasts every day, every hour. It does our tracking, we can write messages on there. It also even does our departure planning. Depending on our boat specs that we put in, it will use the weather forecast to predict how long the passage will take us, how much time we'll be at a certain speed, how much time we'll be downwind, upwind. It's been very good. Here it is in our nav station. Nemo and me have been studying the manual. So we were worried our Iridium had stopped working for a minute there. Waves had knocked out the battery. Annie, that's how big the waves are, isn't it? Hello. You're pretty unfazed, aren't you, by these waves?
Nemo is climbing.
We made a den out of a sail to read our book so we don't get wet. Who is it? It's the owl. You're not the mouse, Tawoo, not I, but he's somewhere nearby eating Gruffalo pie. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child.
It's a dorade, la dorade, la dorade.
I want a tuna. I want a tuna.
Swordfish.
Fishing?
Yeah.
Oh, look. Oh, wow. Woo. Tuna, my favourite. Caught a tuna. Daddy caught a tuna. Yeah, we're gonna eat it.
One comment.
What you doing?
After cleaning the blood of the fish from his hands, Timo then covered them in oil instead, changing the gearbox oil. As some of you might remember, about a week before setting off on this passage, we found we had water in our gearbox oil, but we didn't really have the means to fix it at the time, so we set off anyway. But this means that every time we run the engine to charge the batteries, we get water in the oil again and have to change it.
I think Nemo loves to take pictures. Every time I take the camera out, he's always smiling and posing. Yeah.
Disaster.
How do we say?
You wanna vomit?
You wanna vomit inside the gearbox?
Yes.
Maybe it's a good one. Bamba! Woo!
So today, Wednesday, we started going through the shipping channel in between the reefs, and tomorrow we'll reach the area that's the most tricky, where there's like reef everywhere and there's really narrow channels for us to go down alongside all the ships. But we should reach that area in daylight. So we've got tonight to reach there, where we've got a couple of reefs on either side, and then tomorrow will be one whole day of difficult navigation, and then that's it. So tomorrow will be the important day, the big day. Are you ready, Solo? Are you ready for the big day? So we are now here. We've spent the day going between these reefs. We're following the shipping channel. In between, there's a couple of big reefs on either side. And then by the end of the night, by tomorrow morning, we should get here. And that's when the fun begins. So then we've got to go through all of this. Whew. Look at that. But that should be then the whole day tomorrow. Also, you've got to zoom in to really see it. And then by the end of tomorrow, we should be spat out the other side of the Torres Strait and well on our way to Indonesia. Woohoo! And our destination, which is Tual, which is up here. Should have taken this video earlier, but what did we have for dinner this evening?
Roasted chicken with rice and vegetables.
It was amazing.
Kind of South Pacific style.
How long were you slaving over the hot stove?
2 hours.
Yeah. Nothing but the best for the NV crew, despite the gigantic waves and the reefs on either side of us. What would we do without you? Eat pot noodle. Crackers and butter. What have we got, Nemo? Oh wow! What's for dinner? Is it your favourite? What's your favourite? What is it? You've forgotten? Is it rice? Or is it... What is it? So these are the days we've been waiting for, we're building up to. Today we're approaching the Torres Strait, and tomorrow will be all day going through it. If you enjoyed this video, we'd really appreciate it if you could like, comment, share it with your friends. And if you'd like to see more exclusive content from us, or to buy us a coffee, or a new sail, why not join our Patreon or coffee community? I'll put the links in the description. Thank you. Stay tuned for next week's episode, where we get to the most exciting part of our trip,
the passage through the Torres Strait. For anyone that's interested, we're going to say a few more words about Pitufino, as we think it's really such a useful piece of equipment to have on board.
And like NV, maybe many of you, we have all the instrument with the screen is not more readable, and they have some problem on the display. But with this app, thank you to Chris, we managed to read all data on board. Our transducer, they transmit the data to our phone, device, computer, up to 5 devices at the same time. That's mean maybe when you are one crew of 5 people, everybody in his pocket, they have the phone with the data on board, with like you see with the plenty data. Also the AIS, we can have all yacht around to us. This kind of system, this kind of software, you can customize and choose how can represent, what kind of is the data is important for you. You can evolve your system for what is your necessity.
You can press the 24-hour button to have now it's not logging, but you can have an idea of what's happening in the last 24 hours. If you are on your night watch and you want to check, like monitor, like the wind shifts or the difference in speed every 24 hours.
Did you ever look at it during our trip?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah, sometimes.
Can we see the 19 knots the 18 knots per night?
No. I think this is a nice overview of everything, but the website is giving all the information in a very simple and explanatory, nice way. So if you visit pitufino.com, you find all the infos. Also, if you reach out to the creator, Christian, is very helpful for any technical doubts or questions.
Was it easy to install? Like, how did the installation go?
It's very easy to install because it's a small box. It comes also with some adapters and some wires with it. And as already mentioned previously, the price is quite competitive. Years ago, I bought a different, like more famous brand, and I spent a lot more to have less options, because most of the devices, they don't come with their own web page. This is a very comprehensive hardware and software solution altogether.
Cool. So hang on, so we get a box with wires, and what did you connect to it?
And you can connect all your instruments to it. Of course, you need to give power, 12 volts, and then you will connect all the inputs you want, like the wind instrument, all the navigation instrument, AIS.
And we just do it with, because we've got that buzz bar thing, that Sea Talk buzz bar, whatever it is, not Sea Talk, the Raymarine thing. You just connect that one buzz bar to it.
If you have a Raymarine, you connect from the Raymarine adapter. Otherwise, depending on what instruments you have, you will use NMA wires to connect to the Pitufino. And then the Pitufino will stream either on some outputs in wires or more easily on Wi-Fi network. And I think Christian mentioned that a newer version will come with a Sea Talk adapter.
Wow.
So that you don't have to have a converter from the Raymarine itself, but you can use the built-in converter, which will be present in future updates. Also, the firmware is always updated, so you have to download new firmwares for new features, and that's cool. It's a very useful device for all boats.